Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a new chapter, and the name of the chapter is Factors and Multiples. So we'll be discussing today what are factors, what are multiples, and some of these related terms we'll be discussing in today's class. So let us begin. So first of all, let us know what are factors and what are multiples. So as per given in your textbook, this is the definition you can see. When a number divides another number exactly, then the divisor is called a factor of the dividend, and the dividend is called a multiple of the divisor. Now these terms are related to the division operation. So all these terms like divisor, dividend, everything, even factor and multiple, is also related to something called the division operation. So say a number, it will be clear to you if I give an example. Say 5 divides 15. 5 is what? That is the divisor, and dividend is what? 15 here. Clear? So here it's written, when a number divides another number, so 5 definitely divides 15, then the divisor is called the factor. This 5, which is the divisor, will be called the factor because it divides completely 15. And the dividend is called the multiple. 15 is the multiple of 5. Why? Because if we multiply the factor with any other integer, we will get back this dividend. Clear? So therefore 5 is the factor and 15 is the multiple, because we know 5 into 3 is 15. So 15 is definitely a multiple of 5. There are also other multiples, say 5 into 2 is equal to 10. So 10 is also a multiple. But 5 will remain as the factor of those numbers. One more example you can see here. Factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. And multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 and dot dot dot. Why I have given dot dot here? Because it's infinite. Multiples, the number of multiples of any number is infinite. There is no limit to it. It goes on. Whereas factors, you can see, it is limited. There are only 3 factors of 4. 1, 2 and 4. So what are these things? 1, 2 and 4. These are the numbers by which we can exactly divide 4. We can divide 4 by 1, yes. We can divide 4 by 2, yes. And we can divide 4 by 4 also. So in short, if we say, factors are those numbers which exactly divides a given number, and multiples are those numbers which you get after multiplying that number with another integer. Clear? Now moving on to some next things. Those are the properties of factors. So these properties are very important. So please listen carefully now. First is, 1 is a factor of every number. Yes, obviously, 1 is a factor of every number. Every number can be divided by the number called 1, isn't it? 6 can be divided by 1, 6. 7 can be divided by 1, 7. Any number. You take any number, but yes, positive integer. Any number or any positive integer, if we take, then 1 will be the factor of that number. Now next is, every non-zero number is a factor of itself. Yes, the number itself is the factor of itself. Say any number you take. Say here example we have taken 6. So for the number 6, 6 is itself a factor of it. 7, yes, 7 is also the factor of itself. 13 is also a factor of itself. So any non-zero number or positive number if you take, then it will be the factor of itself. Next property, a factor of a non-zero number is less than or equal to that number. Yes, any number you take. An example you can see here. No, you have not given the example here. So you can see here any number. In the last slide we have seen the factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. So if you see carefully, the number 1, 2 is less than 4. and the other factor is 4 is equal to 4. So any number if we take, the factors will always be either less than or it will be equal to that number, not greater to that number. There is no such factor 5 for 4. Say if you are asked find out the factors of 4, then we will not get any factor which will be greater than 4. Is 5 a factor of 4? No. The highest factor of 4 is 4 itself, and other factors will be less than 4. Clear? Now moving to the next property. 1 is the only number having one factor, namely itself. Yes, obviously 1 will have, if you are asked to find out the factors of 1, it is 1 itself. No other factors are there. Only one factor is there, and that is 1 itself. Next property. Every non-zero number other than 1 has at least two factors, namely 1 and itself. Just now we have seen in the earlier property that 1 is the only number whose factor is 1 itself. Other than 1, other non-zero numbers will have at least two factors. Say for example 2 will have two factors, that is 2 and 1. That means 1 is the factor of every number. Other than that, that number itself will be a factor of it. Clear? Just like here you can see 2 is a factor of 2 itself. Other than that, 1 is also a factor of 2. Clear? Now next, every non-zero number is a factor of 0. Yes. The number 0 factors will be the number, all the numbers you can see. So 1, 2, 3, any number you take, every number will be the factor of 0. Every non-zero number. 0 will not be the factor of 0, but yes, other than 0, all the numbers will be the factors of 0. So there are many factors, many factors of 0 you can say. Now next topic is properties of multiples. Just like properties of factors we have seen just now, now we will discuss about properties of multiples. First property is every number is a multiple of 1. Yes, every number, any number you take, it will be the multiple of 1. Obviously, if we multiply 1 with any number, we get a number. Say for example 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 3 is 3. So 2 is also a multiple of 1. 3 is also a multiple of 1, 4 is also multiple. So there are infinite number of multiples of 1, and in fact all the numbers are the multiples of 1. Now every number is a multiple of itself. Yes, this is also correct. Every number. Say for example the number 2. 2 is itself a multiple of 2. 3 is itself a multiple of 3. 4 is also itself a multiple of 4. Isn't it? Because according to the definition of multiple, first of all we have to multiply that number with the non-zero integers. So whenever we multiply, we'll first of all multiply with 1, and the resultant number will be itself. So that number itself is a multiple of that number. Clear? Now next property is every non-zero multiple of a non-zero number is greater than or equal to that number. Okay, here also just like factors, whenever you find out the multiple will always be equal to that number or it will be greater to that number. Say for example here some multiples of 2 are given. The multiples of 2 are 2 into 1 2, 2 into 2 4, 2 into 3 6, 2 into 4 8. So if you see here carefully, the multiples are either equal to 2 or they are greater than 2. These numbers are greater than 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is what the property says, that whenever you find out the multiple of any non-zero number, then those multiples will always be equal to that number or either greater to that number, but not less than that number. Clear? Now next property, we can find as many multiples of a non-zero number as we want. This is already I have said just now in the first slide itself, that if we are asked how many multiples of a number can be found out, there are infinite number of multiples, uncountable. There is no limit to it. Clear? So if you are asked find out the multiples of 3, just you are said find out the multiples of 3. So how many will you find? So that's why you give these dotted lines, dot dot dot. Clear? But yes, if you are asked that find out the first 5 multiples, then you can write 5 numbers. But if you are not mentioned, then the multiples are infinite. Next, 0 is a multiple of every number. Any number, if you multiply with 0, you will get back 0. So 0 becomes a multiple of every number. Clear? Now next topic is even and odd numbers. So this is obviously very clear to you which are the even numbers and which are the odd numbers. So how you distinguish it? According to the definition, those numbers which are multiples of 2 are called even numbers. Yes. Or even you can say in this way that those numbers which are divisible by 2 are called even numbers. Here the word multiple is written because the chapter is on the basis of factors and multiples. So yes, this is also correct. Those numbers which are multiples of 2. Say for example 3. Is 3 a multiple of 2? No. The multiples of 2 are what? 2, 4, 6, 8. You can see here. So all these numbers which are multiples of 2 are even numbers. And obviously those are not multiples of 2 are called as odd numbers. Say for example 1, 3, 5, 7. These are neither divisible by 2 or these are neither the multiples of 2. So these are called the odd numbers. So this much for today. I hope you all have understood it. You can write down other numbers. You can try out to find out their factors as well as their multiples by trying out new different numbers. Many examples are also given in your textbook. You can go through it. So that's it then for today. Thank you and have a nice day.